A loud metallic clang reverberates around you, awakening you from your slumber. You slowly get up to your feet, with one thing on your mind: your all-consuming hunger. From far away, the voices of your children cry out to you. A meal, and it's close. You begin padding through the darkness, wondering what feast awaits you. Will it be succulent and fresh, or will it put up a fight? You're fine with either. Your children have located your meal, and you begin slinking towards them. Will you be filling your belly with fresh meat, or are you on a mystery quest? Welcome everybody to Mystery Quest, where today we are playing Mothership and the scenario Year of the Rat by Owen O'Donnell. If you're interested, available right now is a pre-game chat where we go through and we create all of the characters and flesh out their backstories and join them all together. Available for members and patrons. You don't need to watch that to be able to enjoy this adventure, but maybe you might enjoy. Anyway, on with the game. So, we begin and the camera kind of pans through deep space, the faint glitter of stars just going off into the void, and slowly moves round to kind of like a bit of a shonky shuttle, not very high tech, that is just dropping out of light speed. And slowly we move kind of in through the corridors of its real bare bones. This is the most like basic shuttle that you can imagine. Kind of just these riveted paneled walls, like no luxury whatsoever. And there are these cryopods in there that all begin to sort of like beep as life signs are being restored into them. And with a slow hiss, each of these canopies opens on them, and there are the four of you within them, and you all kind of groggily wake up. You've been in cryo for about a week because traveling at light speed is really hard on the human body, or even androids can be affected by this. And you'll kind of like begin to come to, wake up, stumble out of there, and on a table next to each of you immediately is a little welcome package, and there is a stim pack as well, because right now you all feel like you have the worst hangover of your life ever. And a very easy way to fix this is you inject yourself with a stim pack, and it gets rid of all the symptoms. So from a pure mechanical value, suffering from cryo sickness means that you'll suffer a disadvantage on every single dice roll that you make. And that's pretty bad in the game. We are playing a percentile system where you're trying to roll under a number. If you're rolling with disadvantage, that means you have to roll twice and choose the worst one. And so you will all have done cryo before, and so taking a stim pack immediately after is pretty standard practice. Immediately over the tannoy is a voice calls out to each of you saying, "Welcome, fresh recruits. Thank you for joining up with Flysafe Insurance. Can you all make your way through to Conference Room A?" And a little light kind of appears above the door with a little flashing symbol with some directions on it, some leading to different parts of the ship. But there is a flashing one directing you towards Conference Room A. You all kind of begin to make your way through the ship, kind of collecting up your belongings. You each have your little gift bag, which does say Flysafe Insurance, with their mascot Sammy Safe on the front, with a big thumbs up, giving some finger guns kind of vibe. And you go through this kind of fairly cold, dilapidated ship, the gentle thrum of the engines in the background, and make your way into Conference Room A, which somehow is even more depressing than the rest of the ship. They've kind of tried to do it up a little bit, but it's got kind of water-stained ceiling tiles, the cheapest like office furniture you can imagine, these kind of crappy fold-out tables, some stacks of chairs in the corner. Some have been like hastily put around this table. Like a coffee machine slowly drips this kind of putrid-looking, frozen coffee that's recently been defrosted, and a few kind of space snacks have been laid out. This stuff is the lowest budget space snacks you can get. It's basically Nutri bars that are flavorless. Like, it's a bit like eating chalk. That technically there's nutrition in there, but they've not gone to the expense of flavor or trying to even make it nice. But at the end of the room, in front of these like big bulkheads, is the mascot for Flysafe Insurance. This character, Sammy Safe. And as you walk in, he gives you this big smile and finger guns. And you'll have seen him on all the branding throughout the universe. Flysafe Insurance is kind of one of the biggest insurance companies. And Sammy Safe looks a bit like, he's kind of like a cross between a really bad like waxwork figure of a celebrity, kind of mixed with a crash test dummy. His teeth are way too white, his skin far too tanned, his hair is clearly just a single big piece of plastic, has this kind of vague sparkly silver suit on, and is just constantly like smiling and flicking between each of you. Well, welcome, new recruits. I'm Sammy Safe from Flysafe Insurance. Remember, if you want to fly far, fly safe. And he gives you a big cheesy grin. Now, I'm here to give you your orientation for our upcoming job. Please, each of you take a seat around the table. Just in case you haven't worked out, this guy is clearly some kind of android and looks like he's seen better years. Adverts that you will have seen in the past, you'll have seen like footage of him being devoured by an alien or a spaceship exploding, and then his like kind of charred corpse then being there just, thank God that we had Flysafe Insurance. Please, everybody, take your seats around the table. Which group are you? Is this 15-17A? No, my mistake. It's 15-17B. Thank you for all of your assistance. I trust you have all completed your Flysafe orientation forms. So you are 4 people who are all kind of a little bit desperate. You have all signed up for a job with Flysafe Insurance, which is a simple retrieval mission for them. You've gone on to the sort of the space net. Just picking up odd jobs is a very common way to kind of get work for people all throughout the galaxy. And you've all seen this job that has the potential of a very large payout. You are all now sat in this room waiting to find out what you're up to. So sat around this table in this pretty bleak looking kind of office space. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Lydia, and I'm playing the role of Carol today. She was in a previous mission, Epsilon 14, where she ended up in quarantine afterwards. She was put in quarantine for a year. She racked up a lot of debt, a lot of medical bills and things like that. So she is now out and looking to make some cash. She is very glamorous and girly. She's wearing like heavy work clothes, but they're dyed pink. She's got long pink hair, but they shaved her head when she went into quarantine. So it's like a cheap wig, sort of glued down. She's a pilot, and she's quite skilled, but a bit ditzy. On her clothes, it says "girl's best friend equals diamonds."
Diamonds. Okay, great. Carol, amazing. Next, sat just around the table in a sort of orientation a bit like this, we have...
I'm Duncan, and I'm playing Gorbo Slagwood. But you can call me Slag if you like. I'm a slug farmer from Titan originally, but... problems with my slug farm. Just as I had put in all my money, all my capital to build my slug farm, in moved big hagfish, because they can make a lot more slime than my slugs. and I cannot sell slime for nobody anymore. No one wants it. They all want hagfish slime. So I've gone horribly in debt. Basically, that's me. I do have pockets full of slugs. Just wanted to see how many survived the cryo sleep. 15.
Oh my god, that's a lot of slugs.
That's a lot of slugs.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Deep pockets.
Yeah,
Okay.
deep pockets. I'm wearing basically dungarees and a t-shirt under the dungarees that says "Drink, Fight, Fuck."
Classy slag.
Classy slag. Next, around the table, we have...
My name is Sophie, also known as Booth, and today I'm playing the part of Breville, but it's spelled like Beryl, but it's Beryl. I'm an android. I'm wearing standard crew attire, but I've got a patch that I'm going to say it's quite a big patch of a pin-up robot riding a missile. Breville has gone into debt because she does believe in crystal healing quite deeply. There's something missing inside of her that she can only fill with the healing power of space crystals. Unfortunately, the way that she imbibes so readily in space crystals means that she has spent a lot of money on obtaining these space crystals, and she needs more money to get more space crystals to hopefully achieve enlightenment.
do you want to start with D20 space crystals as well? If Duncan
Sure.
can have D20 slugs.
I've got 4.
Four space crystals.
It's not enough space crystals. Like, I'm jonesing for the space crystals.
Right, okay.
Okay.
No, this
Like-
makes sense.
Shall I tell people about my pet?
You 100% you can tell people about your pet.
I do actually have with me on my person a goldfish. He lives in my little chest cavity. His name is Russell Hobbs. I love him dearly. I will protect him at all costs. By some weird little wiring mishap, I have feelings for a goldfish.
Oh.
As an android, I'm not particularly emotional, but this goldfish, something about this goldfish is special to me.
Russell Hobbs.
You got it,
Russell.
and it's all one word.
Russell Hobbs. And the final person sat at this table.
Hello, I am Chris Trott, and today I'm playing Drebin! Barely fitting in his seat. Like the seat, I imagine it's like a school chair. And it's buckling under the weight of this tanky meathead. He's like a triangle. He's got no neck because it's just all collarbone to shoulder of muscle mass. But he's a bit melty. In a different life, maybe like 20 generations before he was cloned this many times, he might have been the pinnacle of military man. However, this is a third-party company that makes clones, and they're very, very budget-friendly.
Right.
So I'm kind of like a third-party offshoot clone that's gone through a bit too many iterations and may not be the original military guy, might just be a pube of a janitor.
Okay, great, yeah.
So that's Drebin! But he's up for a good time. He's like a Labrador.
Aww.
Oh, that's nice. Everyone likes a Labrador.
Yeah.
Except when they eat their own shit.
Well, it's less for you to clean up.
Drebin
on the
loves
bright
shit.
side.
No, the
Better
silver
than that
lining.
chalk stuff.
Oh, God.
True.
So-
Speaking of,
so
Drebin
have-
is very excited by the mascot Sam, and he's doing all the motions.
The
and-
finger gun.
Yeah, the finger guns. He's
Oh.
clapping to himself. Wait, Sam, everyone! Look.
I am-
telly.
I am so pleased to see that someone has seen me on the vid screens.
I'm such a huge fan.
It is excellent to have such levels of enthusiasm amongst our newest recruits.
Yay!
Now, on with our mission. Have you guys used your stimpaks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Pow.
stimmed.
Great. Everyone has used a stimpak. If you can all keep note of how many stimpaks you've used is
Oh,
an important mechanic
Is it
in
like
the
an
game.
addiction mechanic?
No, it's that if you use a lot of stimpaks, then stimpaks are great, but they can cause you to overdose and die. So watch out.
Noted.
But they will heal your wounds. It's a very easy way to heal, but it's a little bit risky. So, on with our mission. As you may have heard, over a month ago, the casino spaceship, the Year of the Rat, was lost somewhere in deep space. Recently, it has reappeared, and we are here because we do not want to pay out the insurance claim on this spaceship. Your mission today is to board the ship, the Year of the Rat, and recover the black box. If you're able to do that, then a huge payout will be available for each of you. You have all signed your Flysafe employment forms.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
It's signed.
Well, congratulations! That grants you complete looting rights for the spaceship, the Year of the Rat. So feel free to line your pockets. It is all yours now. Also, as a clause on your employment agreement, if you fail to retrieve the black box for the Year of the Rat, then you will now be culpable for the payment for the Year of the Rat. A total of 10 million credits. Congratulations!
That's a lot, right?
Yes.
You are correct. That is a large sum of money.
Thank you, Sam.
You're so welcome.
He's always there for me.
I'm always there for you. Cause space is scary, so fly safe.
Fly safe.
With Sam Safe.
Sam safe.
As also part of your employment contract, you have all been granted Fly Safe Premium Plus Insurance. Congratulations. You are now fully insured.
Thanks, Sam.
You're so welcome. I am now sending to your personal devices the schematics for the ship, the Year of the Rat. I now defer to you to make your plan and board as necessary. And with that, he presses like a little clicker, and the sort of bulkheads behind him slowly begin to grind open, and sort of directly out looking into space, you can see this huge kind of bright red spaceship that's being illuminated by the spotlights of your shuttle that kind of looks like an old-timey Zeppelin. And along the side of it are these huge kind of gold Chinese characters. And there's no windows or anything on the side of this, but it kind of is sort of decked up and looks pretty ornate and kind of over the top. It's maybe seen better times, like it's not been the most well-maintained. Behold, the Year of the Rat.
Wow.
Oh, it's nice.
It's rather gaudy.
Beautiful.
No, I like it.
So, do you understand what your objective is? Board the Year of the Rat and recover the black box.
Where is the black box on the ship?
I do not know. This is why we have hired seasoned professionals like the four of you to recover the black box from the spaceship, the Year of the Rat.
That's right, babe. I was a pilot, so I know where it is. I'll be able to help you find it.
Alright, wait. So
Probably in the liquor fridge. We should
in
head
the
there
liquor
first.
fridge, yes.
Yeah.
Sounds sensible.
That makes sense. I salute and poke myself in the eye.
So, it is fully up to you. You have full control over your mission now. Congratulations, with such autonomy given to you by Flysafe Insurance. Remember, if you want to fly far, fly safe.
Breville stands up and is
Thank you,
immediately
Sammy.
walking out the door towards the spaceship.
Wait, we're not docked yet.
She's sucked off into the vacuum.
She wants to get on
character.
that. She wants to get on that. She doesn't have. She has an
She probably doesn't need to
intelligence boost, an intellect boost, but she wasn't all there.
about. Yeah.
She wants to be there.
Please hold Beryl. Please hold Breville. I know your names. Oh, wait, that's the wrong group. They all died. Never mind. You're all still alive.
We went to college
Congratulations.
together. Don't you remember me, Safety Sam?
We did? Goodness me, it has been so long. You look great.
I hardly recognized you with all the burns to your face.
I've been through a lot, but luckily, with Flysafe Insurance, I'm still here.
I have no response.
Thanks.
I think they're best friends. They really get along.
So, I am able to dock wherever you would like me to on the spaceship, the Year of the Rat. So you can see on your, each of you on whatever personal device you might have, a phone, a datapad, a wristwatch kind of thing, that there are 3 docking points on this ship. One which looks kind of like more of like a utility loading bay. Another one used for staff boarding and exiting. And the final one, which would be where main guests would appear, which is the sort of front entrance to the ship. Please, speak amongst yourselves and decide how you would like to go about this mission. But remember, time is of the essence.
Well, if we want to get this done quickly, it's probably going to be at the helm where the pilot was, because I used to keep mine in the glove box. So it's probably just around there. So if we go in the staff hallway and just pop up, grab it, come back, we're done in 5 minutes.
Well, they did give us looting rights, though, so maybe
Oh,
we grab the black
yeah.
box first and then loot the casino.
What about if it was insecurity?
Could it be in the back? Sometimes I did it in the trunk.
What if it's in the boot?
It could be in the boat, exactly.
Why am I going Essex?
It's a very addictive accent.
If we go in through storage,
we could go through storage.
we can possibly pick up anything that we find, such as space crystals.
That's true. If we start at the back, work our way to the front, and then we pick up everything
You
as we
can go through the liquor
Yes.
fridge.
I noticed on the map there's something called a vault.
Oh, that's going to have
Could be
money.
some expensive things in there.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's do that then. Let's start in the back. Let's go storage.
Hold on.
What's wrong?
I'm drebbing.
Yeah, Drebin.
No, I'm drebbing at the moment.
Like,
A drebbing is coming to me.
Is that
I
a
think we
verb?
should dreb through the entrance.
yeah.
Then we can hit the bar. Because drebbing's on.
Shots. Let's do some
We
shots.
could do some shots.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
Hit the buffet.
Oh,
Yes.
because this chalk shit's horrible.
Do you really
Exactly.
think it
Probably
will
like
have held up in
expensive
space
food.
for this long?
As long as
There's
they
a
kept-
kitchen there as
As
well.
long as they got a fridge, we'll be all right. And liquor lasts forever. More vintage.
Don't touch the seafood.
Oh, that's true.
He's got a point, though. If we dock in the centre, we are the same distance to the front and the back.
Yeah. And we
Okay.
can dreb wherever we like.
My God, Drebin, you're well smart.
I'm pretty smart.
Are you?
Yeah, thank you.
We only hire the best recruits here at Flysafe Insurance. You guys also you get paid like a sort of minimum wage to take this job. They do not pay the best.
No.
And they are clearly not hired the best either. They are trying to save as much money as possible. And so you may think you're the best, but no, they are.
We are the best.
Yeah, no, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fucking banging.
So we deserve a good meal.
And a good drink.
Can't do a good job on an empty stomach.
There we go. I like your style, Drebin.
I like my style too. Do you like my battle dress? He stands up and he's wearing a very short skirt.
Mini skirt.
But it's like made out of some sort of Kevlar material.
Right.
But he's got his legs out and tall socks.
Are they shaved?
No,
Okay, really
not
hairy.
at all. Very hairy.
Okay. Are you wearing anything on the top?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
full military, like
Right.
padded upper half.
Okay.
With like almost NFL style pauldrons.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So his
wearing-
upper half is really wide.
What about
Are
underneath?
you commando?
Underneath
Yeah.
he's all commando,
Oh,
so
dear. Oh,
no.
let's hope he doesn't cross
How-
his legs.
How
Or
short is this battle?
quite short,
And how long is?
quite endowed.
Okay.
It's like a grandfather clock.
Roll for length.
So I do a percentile. It could be hundreds. I don't want to limit myself
this
to
one's
20.
this one's the inches, and then that's the half. That's
Inches?
that's the percentage.
90 inches long.
It's only
That's
19.
1 inch.
1 inch.
1.9 inches.
I don't think there's going to be any trouble seeing it.
We're going to be all right.
Testicles could be enormous.
My spooky horror game.
It could be spooky.
Quite scary. I'll give you that. It's very scary.
Okay, right, yeah. Well, we made it like 20 minutes before we were talking about dicks.
I think we'll go down the middle entryway, please, Sammy.
The middle entryway.
Yeah.
Right away. And you can see him kind of like twitch a little bit, and then the the whole ship that you're on begins to kind of slowly float its way around the Year of the Rat, the vessel. And with like a loud, heavy, metallic clang that kind of echoes and reverberates through your ship. Docking procedures completed! Another successful job! But I'm still glad that we had Flysafe insurance!
I'd never been insured before.
Well, congratulations! With Flysafe Premium Plus, you're covered for...
Almost.
everything!
Hell yeah. Alright. I know what I'm doing, so follow me in.
And he starts combat rolling.
Breville combat rolls after.
Yeah.
She takes that very literally.
How's the goldfish?
The poor goldfish.
Sloshing. No, actually, it's kind of like
maybe it's on a gyroscope.
Yeah, it's a gyroscope. Well, the water stays completely level, so the fish
Amazing.
inside.
Okay.
Smooth ride.
That's
It's like a
very
chicken's
good.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he slams his back up against the entrance. The entrance is to his right. He starts doing military gestures. He doesn't even know what
Doing
they
the
are.
Macarena.
He's doing the Macarena.
And he points and gives the okay.
Do you know what any of that means?
Nah, it's all nonsense to me.
What are you
But I'm just
doing?
gonna walk through the door.
It's all clear.
Is it alright? Alright, thank you, darling. You lead the way then,
Come
hun.
on, open up.
Alright.
So yeah, there's kind of like a little conjoining kind of catwalk between the two, and the airlock on your shuttle opens, and you can see at least this kind of like big entryway towards the ship, the Year of the Rat, and it has this kind of like big kind of fake gold embossed sort of zodiac rat symbol on it, and you begin to like hear like a bit of noise. You can't quite make out what it is, and as you approach that door and it slides open, suddenly you're hit by almost like this wall of noise of hundreds of like slot machines that are all kind of running in the background, just this endless cacophony of spinning wheels, alarms, chimes, bells, all playing at once. This thing is pretty noisy, and you're not even super close to them yet. It's quite overwhelming. You kind of begin to proceed in, and directly in front of you is this really large, kind of well-stocked bar. It looks like something's gone on here because you can see there are smashed bottles kind of all around. A bunch kind of like on the display, a load on the floor around the place. This whole room, you're in like one big vast area. The main casino floor goes from almost the entire length of the ship, and the whole ceiling is covered in this huge like LED screen, which is illuminating the whole place in this kind of really like sickly, quite overwhelming, just bright red light, and it's playing these animations of these golden fireworks flying up and exploding into all of the different zodiac signs of the different animals. And that's like the main source of light that you're getting in this place. So for an android, probably not too bad, but for everyone else, you're like, oh god, that's real red. And pretty intense with the sort of fake fireworks going off with these like flashes and pops going on. Off in one direction, you can see just this maze of slot machines. This thing is designed to keep people confused and distracted for as long as physically possible. You can kind of make out like an end wall past that, and what looks like some kind of giant slot machine with this huge golden bull on the top of it. In the other direction leads to the gaming table area. It's hard to make out exactly what's going on through this just like red light that's kind of bombarding you. But you can see these sort of like top halves of animatronics sat at these different gaming tables, kind of craps and poker, blackjack, roulette wheels, things like that, but you can't fully make out what's going on. And you are stood in the entryway to the Year of the Rat, the ship.
Oh my god, it's bright and it's loud in here, isn't it? It's giving me an headache.
I will reach over the bar and grab a bottle.
Cool. You can 100% reach over the bar and grab a bottle. Can you roll me a D100, Duncan?
Okay. 82.
82. Yeah, you reach over the bar and grab a bottle. Is this the first one you want? Anything in particular?
Just whatever's looks the most expensive.
Yeah, this bar looks pretty well equipped, and depending on how familiar you are with alcohol, you'd be able to see there's multiple different hyper whiskeys of all different vintages. Space vodka and mega rum.
Oh, I want some mega rum.
They also have a bottle of mega rum 2, which is like just better.
That's the one I want. I'm gonna pop the cork.
Well, as you reach over, you can see this. There's a body behind the bar. There's this guy wearing a kind of golden sort of suit. They've got like a little apron on. Definitely a bartender, and they've got like numerous bullet holes in them, and they are 100% dead. It's hard to kind of like super make out the blood because most of this is like in this low level like red illumination, but on that apron you can see where there are holes in it. You would easily guess that's blood. Can you gain 1 stress?
Yes.
Because you have seen something spooky.
There's a body here. It's been shot.
What?
Can I use my field medicine skill to work out how long they've been dead?
Ooh, yeah, you can. Yeah, how good are you at field medicine? Is that actually one of your skills?
It's an expert skill, yeah.
You'd guess from the kind of level of rigor mortis on this person, like a vague bit of, I don't know, desiccation, is that the word? I don't know. Maybe about a month, you think?
When did the ship go missing?
Yeah, about a month ago. It resurfaced. You guys were in hyperspace for about a week. So maybe, it's about 4 weeks to 5 weeks since it went missing. You would know that they probably died pretty soon around the time that this ship went missing.
I think this man died when the ship went missing. It's about 4 weeks old, I'd say.
I'm army crawling towards you. I station up next to you. Check his pulse.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Can you roll me a D100, please?
77.
Ooh.
That's a double, isn't it?
So a double is always a crit.
Uh-oh.
And I went way over whatever it is.
Oh. This guy has a pulse. This guy has a pulse. He's not dead.
He's not dead!
Oh my Christ.
But what you think is a pulse, and you think wait, is he breathing for a moment? Suddenly his apron bursts open and dozens of rats just burst out. They begin running up your arm, running towards your face, into your skirt, and they are... You are beginning to immediately, you just start getting swarmed by these rats that were... It seems like they've made a nest inside this guy's chest cavity, and they are attacking you. Can you make me a fear save to see how startled you are by this?
Oh, 34, so that's under
Okay.
my 43.
Great. You are not startled. You've been attacked by
Here we
rats.
go
out of a
again.
corner.
Breville has been standing in the entryway staring off into the distance this whole time. She's not really affected by the fact that there is a dead guy and a ton of rats.
Full of
there.
rats, yeah.
Ton of rats.
Everyone who is aware of the body, you can gain just 1 stress. The situation is a little more stressful. Even if you're not directly scared of this, you now realize that, if people have died or been shot on this ship, this is not as simple as it seemed. Even if you're not actually affected by seeing a dead body itself. You are now being swarmed by rats. The 3 of you have just watched Drebin walk over, claim the body is still alive, put his finger on its neck, and then just like a rat-filled pinata, its chest cavity burst, and rats are now swarming all over you. What would you like to do?
I'm grabbing them, squeezing them, punching them into the ground.
Yeah.
Just trying to get them off me.
Okay.
Stop drebbing my balls!
Okay. The rats are... They're going to try and dreb your balls.
They're going to dreb me.
Cool. Give me a combat roll.
Oh, yeah, it's way under 15.
Amazing.
Out of 51.
If you have any skills that you think would be relevant, that you could
Hand-to-hand combat.
Nice.
Yeah, that would definitely work.
Plus 15 to that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Within seconds, it's almost horrific for you guys to watch. Describe me what this looks like. You have defeated this swarm of rats.
I'm like weirdly efficient at exploding rats' heads with hand-crushing motions. It's like... and punching them into the floor, just drebbing the shit out of these rats.
Yeah. This was,
With remarkable efficiency.
like 2 dozen rats,
Yeah,
and
covered in rat blood.
within seconds, not a single move wasted. Drebin has killed all of these rats. You solved my rat riddle. Congratulations.
Could you check his pulse again?
Oh
It's
my
like a big
gosh.
swig of this mega rum.
You all right, Drebin?
Yeah,
Horrific.
yeah, I'm
It's
fine.
disgusting.
Yeah, dead now though.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, didn't expect this, did I?
Got a lot of blood on you.
Yeah.
Guys, I thought something like this might happen. Not the exploding rat pinata man, but something along those lines. Basically, I got some gossip. Got a little bit of gossip, right? So I'm doing this job for the Flysafe insurance people, but I got a little side job, a little bit extra cash in hand. Basically, right, those like big media corporations, they think, that there were like some high profile guests, maybe celebs and stuff.
Like Sam.
Like Sam, yeah, like famous and stuff, that they were on the ship when something bad went down.
Right.
And they want me, like I've got this little camera here, you see, I'm going to do little vlogs and things, like, because I want to get into like YouTube and journalism and stuff. So I'm going to be doing a little vlog while I'm here. If you guys don't mind being in it, that'd be lovely. But basically, I've got to like find out what happened. And I can see now, that man's
Rats.
been shot. Well, and he's got rats living in him as well. Actually, I should film this. Could you act that out again? Could you
Yeah.
do- yeah?
I do a really, awful... Oh, no! I'm going to check... I keep looking at the cameras up. The pulse of this body.
Yeah, that's good.
I hope there's not rats in there.
Sorry, I can edit this. All right, lovely. Thank you, darling.
Do you want me to crush the rats again? I pick up like one of the crushed rats. Oh no, it's attacking me.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, babe.
Drebbing.
Drebbing. I'll give you
Like
credits
and
at the end.
subscribe.
Did they say who these celebrities were?
They didn't say, just said it was high profile guests. I've got no bloody clue. But basically, that someone's to blame, who's dead, why it happened, all that stuff. It's well exciting. Love a little bit of gossip, me. But yeah, so I'm doing that as well. And also can I have a little bit of your mega rum too.
I'll pass over the bottle of mega rum.
Thanks.
So you guys probably all would have seen on the news streams that this ship had gone missing. Can each of you invent me a celebrity who was on board this ship that is now gone? Just whatever you want it to be.
Kelly Pineapple.
Perfect. Yes. Who is she? What's she famous for?
She is a famous actress.
Famous for having a head genetically modified to look like a pineapple.
Keith Chegwin. 3000. An android daytime TV host.
Wow. You mean Chegbot 3000?
Cheggers.
Great. Anyone else got an idea for a character they want on here?
Long John, the porn star.
Oh.
Great.
And we've also got Sparky, who was a Blue Peter dog.
Oh, no.
This is what, it's put a little bit more fire under you now.
No.
Oh, God. Sparky. Is he a robo-dog?
Well, I think he's like part robotic. There are
Wow.
bits of him that are robotic just because they have to keep... He's like the ship of Theseus, right?
Oh,
they keep
okay.
replacing parts of Sparky. He's been going for like
been going for a long
60
time.
years
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
And obviously he was a pricey little guy. He's an
Yeah.
organic man.
Expensive.
my
I mean, he's
God.
getting less organic as time goes on. But they wanted to... Blue Peter, they wanted to keep him going for as long as possible.
Oh man, but he had horrific gambling problems.
He did.
That dog.
Oh,
Ended up on the Year of the Rain.
Yeah, what the hell?
Classic.
Cool. So yeah, you guys are stood around filming this quite, compared to your actual combat, which was amazing, you pretending to fight the rats,
Awful.
it looks incredibly fake,
Really
and it just isn't working because you're not actually exploding things' heads. What are you into? What do you want to do? Slowly drinking alcohol?
What did the personal locators do?
Ooh. Personal locator allows crew members at a control center or bridge of a ship to track the location of the wearer.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Do not worry, I can track your personal locators. When you're with Sammy Safe, you are flying safe.
Like he's spying on us.
Turn off Life 360. Is that the app? The one that follows you around.
Yeah.
There is an Imperial suite. Maybe some of the celebrities were in there.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't look like there's any other rooms.
Well, this
for the
is like
crew.
high class, isn't it? So it's only going to have a few people on it. It's luxury, this is.
Wow.
There's like 40 tables there. There must be a few people on the ship.
Well, do you want to head up to the suite first?
Yeah, if we want to get some
Sweet.
good footage.
Yeah,
And we can check
no, I
the
do.
security room. Maybe there's some answers there.
All right, yeah, let's do that then. Let's head over.
May I remind you all, you are here looking for the black box.
Oh, yes!
Here on the right.
Yep.
Would that be in security or would it be at the helm or the vault?
I think it'll be in the front of the ship. Because that's they keep it with the pilot. That's what happened when I did it, anyway.
Maybe we should collect it first, just and then go around looting afterwards.
Oh, we could check. Oh, I don't know.
It looks really complicated down here, though. Is there another way we can get to the front? Because this is all maze-like.
You can go out through the kitchen,
Kitchen.
into the staff hallway.
Get a snack.
Sounds good.
Do you want to? I'll tell you what. Should I pop down to security? Do you want to look in security first, just to see? Because some places, I guess, they keep it in the boot. So do you want to check? And maybe, maybe they'll have footage of what happened. All the security cameras and that, innit?
That's a good point, yes.
I could take some of the tapes. They'd love that.
As you look around, you can clearly see that there are security cameras in the casino, like dotted around, hanging from sort of like little aerial mast things that they're kind of like pointing in all different directions. That there definitely would be something has been filmed.
Right, so maybe we'll have a better idea of what we're dealing with if we head to security first.
All right, I'm up for that. Does that work for you too?
I'm a little worried that we're running out of time, so maybe I'll go up here while you go down there.
Babe,
and
you're
we'll
going to
meet
get
up
lost
top.
in the maze on your
Be
own.
fine. I'll be alright.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll leave some crumbs.
All right, hun. Leave a dribble of rum.
Leave some dead rats.
Oh, I'll leave some rats. Yeah.
Rat
Corpses.
teeth.
Oh God!
I pick up all the rats.
Great, yeah.
Salute.
So you're heading slot maze.
I'm going to the slot maze.
And you guys are heading.
I guess
Security.
storage to go through to get to security.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys begin heading down towards the gaming tables, as you're getting like closer, you can kind of make out a little bit better. Like a bunch of these tables have been flipped over. This place is in a lot of disarray, and you can make out there are bullet holes all over the place. As you kind of like make it near the roulette tables, there is a human head impaled on the roulette wheel that is slowly rotating around, and every now and again it's like dead eyes just pan across you. That feels like you can have some stress for seeing something that's pretty grisly and pretty horrific.
Is the robot
Only for these three, right?
croupier? Croupier, is that what they're called?
Is that Keith Chevwin? Oh my God!
So they have these. It is Chegbot's head. Chegbot's robo head is impaled on this thing.
Zooming in, getting a close-up shot.
Oh God!
this
This
is
horrific sound. And so there are.
Are they like awake? Are they like alive? Well, not.
So
alive,
these are
on.
kind of like just sort of fairly basic automatons that just sit and will deal cards or run games that
Can they
They're not
talk?
sentient.
You can go up and try and talk to one.
Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened to this man?
Hello, sir. Good day to play some cards. Can I deal you in? 100 credits a go.
Only got 90.
That is most unfortunate. We do provide credit over at the teller's booth if you require more money.
This man's head that's on the table is... How did that get there?
Oh, a new guest.
Oh, never
Please,
mind.
would you like to sit down? It is 100 credits to play.
Let me try to talk to the croupier because I am very good with computers, and hopefully that might involve a croupier bot.
Okay, yeah, how are you doing this?
So I'm going to literally ask it the same question, right? But in binary.
Oh, okay, I love that. So we will have this conversation in human speak.
We've got a translator running for you
But
guys.
for the purpose of this, but we are actually speaking in binary now. Can you roll me a D100,
I can.
please?
That's 85.
Cool. Yeah. What do you wanna say?
What happened to the man on the roulette table?
Oh, you mean hit TV personality Checkbot 5000?
I mean, hit TV personality, Checkbot 3000.
3,000.
Oh yes, Checkbot 5000 would not come to an establishment as basic as the Year of the Rat. It appears his head was impaled on there by some kind of vagabond. This is against Year of the Rat company policy.
Where is the rest of him?
I do not know. I am fixed to this table.
You can see, like, it is literally just the top half of a torso.
If you'd like to inquire with our chief of security, I am sure they would be able to help you.
Is he in security?
I do not know. I am fixed to this table, and I can see in this direction.
Thank you.
Are you armed?
Yes.
Please, we do not condone shooting on the ship, the Year of the Rat.
Don't worry, I won't shoot anyone with my stun baton.
That's great. Now, can I deal you in? Fancy a game of cards?
Do you have any questions for croupier?
Does he know who did it to him? Is there anyone alive on this ship right now?
Is there anyone alive on this ship right now?
Well, yes, I can see the three of you in front of me right now.
There's 3 of us alive in front of him.
Oh, he's cheeky. He's very cheeky. Now, apart from us, like talking to him like, apart from us, someone else.
Unfortunately, I do not have access to that information.
What did the perpetrator look like?
There was a gunfight that broke out. I could not pinpoint exactly who it was, but I do believe that Checkbot 3000 managed to shoot at least one person.
That's impressive.
He was very good.
He was a pacifist.
Wow. It didn't look like it when he shot that guy in the face and then had his head ripped off and impaled on the table.
Ask, maybe other than us, the last time he saw something living in this casino.
When was the last time that you saw another living being walk past you in this particular area?
Oh, just mere moments before you. There, right now.
And he kind of like points and sort of stood a little bit further back on kind of like a one of the craps tables, just like kind of dice all over the place. There's a body of another person there, and there's a rat, like a pretty large rat. You'd describe this as maybe easily like a big house cat size, maybe a smaller dog. And as you look at this rat, this thing it's got too many eyes, and it's definitely got too many ears. These kind of really big, like cone ears are sprouting out really haphazardly around its head, and it's just staring at you, the three of you. And as you turn and look at it, it kind of like just like really uncannily just like tilts its head, and it's just like watching the three of you.
Over there, another living creature.
Shit.
It's disgusting.
What is it?
What the fuck is that?
Can I roll zoology to see if it is a thing that you would recognize as a real animal or if it's some kind of genetic experiment.
I'm going to say that you don't know of this creature. You wouldn't recognize this. It looks like some kind of... It definitely looks like a rat. But it's way too big. It has too many eyes, too many ears.
Would it be a rare specimen?
You'd say this looks rare. Like, this looks like a rare animal for sure. That if you're not familiar with it and you're trained in zoology, this has to be a non-like Earth terrestrial creature somewhere in space. Like, so in this universe, there's not sort of sentient aliens like widely spread. Don't think of it as sort of Star Trek or Star Wars. Alien flora and fauna has definitely been found, but it's not like there's fishmen and cat people walking about the place all the time. And so, because they've found multiple other planets with livable atmospheres, there's been other animals found. So you'd guess that it's one of those that... But the fact that you haven't seen it would make you think that this is very rare.
You know what? I think that thing might be worth a bob or two.
You gonna catch it?
I don't have anywhere to keep it, really. Do I have like a rucksack or anything?
Sure. Yeah, you can have a carry-on bag. You actually have your gift bag, your Flysafe gift bag.
Can I try and catch it in my gift bag?
Sure. In your Flysafe gift bag, there is a couple of things. There is a Nutri-Bar, a bottle of water, a lanyard that says Flysafe on it, some paperwork. There's a stim pack in there, and there is a flashlight as well.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna take out the Nutri-Bar and unwrap it, and then approach the rat holding the Nutri-Bar as like an offering.
Jesus. Good luck.
Okay, and what, you're trying to lure it, catch it?
I want to lure it towards me and then catch it in the bag.
Okay, great. Give me a roll. This can be... You can definitely add your zoology to this.
Okay.
Whatever you want to use. If you want to say that you're doing this quickly, roll against speed. If you're outsmarting it, intelligence, combat, I'll take any. Whatever you think makes the most sense.
Well, I was going to lure it in with the thing, but then when it gets close, I'm going to be speedy with the bag, so I guess speed.
Okay.
Oh dear. That's a critical fail.
A critical fail?
Oh no.
Okay, this is perfect. Critical fail, very bad. As you're getting closer to it, it begins to chitter. Like, chitter really weirdly. It's staring at you with its head cocked, its ears kind of twitching, its horrible multiple little eyes all staring at you, and it begins just to like this endless high-pitched chittering, cheeping almost, and it doesn't seem to really be moving away from you, or doesn't seem that scared. It doesn't seem interested in your Nutri-Bar whatsoever. It does look like it has been eating the body that it's currently stood on. You can see like gnaw marks all over this thing, that it's been partially devoured, and you can easily get it in this bag.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, you pull the bag over it, but it continues just to chitter. You almost describe like rhythmically.
Oh my god! Shh.
We'll cut over to Drebin. You're making your way through the slot maze because you're heading to the front of the ship. So this is really claustrophobic in here. These tall, 2.5 meter tall slot machines, all of them making an absolute just huge amount of noise that if you were stood next to someone, you would have to be screaming for them to be able to hear you. That you think even a gunshot would be hard to hear.
Oh, wow.
In this kind of area. It is absolutely deafening. And as you are making your way through, there is like sort of chips for the casino just loosely scattered all over the ground, where it looks like there's been a panic in here. And as you are making your way through, every now and again you see like a body or two. All of them look like a little bit gnawed on, a little bit a little bit chomped, and some of them have bullet holes in them. Some of them look like they've been torn to pieces. Really not in a good way. Which sort of direction are you heading? Are you heading kind of to try and get into the corridor, or are you heading to the teller's room?
I'm in full dread mode, so I'm feeling like he's doing full military stuff. Mm-hmm. He's probably singing the Mission Impossible theme to himself.
Okay.
Dropping rats.
Probably out loud.
He's dropping rats behind
He's
him as
gently
he goes.
placing rats down as he goes. He's taking note of the visceral bodies, and he's piecing stuff together now in his mind. The rats probably have guns, is what he's come to that conclusion.
Obviously.
The rats are packing. He's lured in a little bit by the cacophony of slot machine. He's got a little bit of cred on him. A little addictive personality, so he might pull a slot on the way.
Okay, give me roll me a D100, please.
51.
Cool. You put some creds in. 10 creds. Bam. You pull the machine, and oh my god, it's a cross and a rat and a poop emoji. I
I win.
and it doesn't pay out, much to your disappointment.
I check the slots if there's anything hidden in there where it usually would cash out.
So on the floor around you, this thing would be paying out in chips. Like there are just like kind of just loosely scattered chips. It looks like people had fled, maybe, with armfuls of these chips, tripped and fallen. They're scattered on the ground. That if you were just loosely picking up stuff, roll me a D.
Well, I'm looking for specific objects
Okay.
that aren't chips or usual payouts.
Cool.
Stuff that people would store stuff in slots.
Yeah, like nothing that
hidden
would
pockets of things.
Sort of. Roll me another D100. If you're kind of like patting down these bodies, give me a vibe.
That's a 5.
A 5. You go. It looks like someone's got a bag or something on them. You go to, like, turn it over, and immediately you are set upon from all sides. It looks like they've been like scoping out just another pack of rats.
No, fuck!
Just descends on you. Again, these rats, they're, I don't know, a couple of inches long. Like they're not
Regular rats.
super huge.
Are
like
they got any guns?
They're the tiny rats.
Well, their body is like 3 or 4 inches long, and then they've got a tail. There's no guns though.
No guns.
So these ones don't have
The
little
plot thickens.
rat guns. Give me a fear test to see if you're startled
Sure,
by
so I need to get under 43, and I got 44. Oh my god!
a critical fail.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, I'll say you are super surprised. You open this bag. There's a bunch of chips in there, but oh my god, rats from all sides. They've laid some kind of incredible rat ambush.
Rucksack trap.
Just classic rat rucksack trap, and they all just begin leaping on you and biting into you and attacking you.
I'm screaming, but obviously the sound of the slots.
No one can hear.
No one can hear me scream.
Oh, no.
Hear you scream at all.
Casino, no one can hear you scream.
Because you got a crit fail, I'm going to say one of them has made it up your battle skirt. You're going to take 3 points of damage. They're going to be ignoring your armor for the sake of this. Normally, if you have armor, if I roll under your armor value, you take 0 damage.
Right.
And so,
Trousers.
Quick access.
yeah, one of the rats managed to get up there and
I don't dread my balls, do they?
give you a nasty nip.
Nip.
Because you'd failed your fear test, gain 1 panic.
So I was on 3, now I'm on 4. I
Perfect.
assume.
Yeah, that's great. What do you want to do about these?
I want to dread the shit out of them. And
Cool.
by that I mean, obviously, crush heads.
Yeah.
In a panic state, obviously, with the cacophony of slot sounds.
Yeah, and you've had a
around.
nasty nip down there.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. But I'm scrabbling with my meat hands to grab and throw and smash and pull and
Great.
squish. So
Yeah.
combat.
Perfect.
Hand to hand, of course.
Great. Roll
This
me,
is really coming through for me, this skill.
roll me your hand to hand.
24.
Oh my god, like a
Nice.
dream.
All rats for the crumb trail.
You have now got so many rats. Yeah, what does this look like again?
Awful. I mean, it's terrifyingly efficient. When it the red mist comes down, it's just like
popping the heads off of your thumb.
yeah, it just doesn't affect him in any way. Like he's killed rats before. And he'll do it again. He does it with just a cold, steely eyes.
Oh God!
Like the killer switch kicks in.
Considering how expensive goldfish are, I reckon
was
these
gonna
rats
say,
might be worth something.
These organic matter rats.
But can they be tamed? You know, a feral rat.
Yeah.
You think?
Tame them. Stick it in a cage.
it in a
Give it some
cage.
rat biscuits.
Rat biscuits.
These rats went straight for the Drebs, so they're dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a bad call, laying
They
their
made it.
incredible ambush for you.
Right up in the Drebs.
Right up in the Drebs. You're crunching these rats, and as you're done, all the remaining rats
Smearing rat blood on my
Oh my God! Amazing. Okay.
I'm
now
making
have
like
a necklace
ritual
of dead
circle of
rats.
rats. Snapping off their teeth.
Daisy chains out of tails.
Oh God!
I'm going to come away from the slot machine area just like,
Terrifying.
yeah.
Rat garb.
Yeah.
Just like rat
the
suit.
Rat King.
Yeah.
Got a beautiful hat made out of them and skinned them all.
So you see like the rats like running away, running off into the distance, and a few that like begin to run where they might have like torn some rips of your clothing or things like that, or they like a couple of them are picking up stuff off the ground, and they seem to be running in different directions, like they're collecting things. But you do see that some are running into the distance, kind of like in through the slot maze. But they're going in between the machines in ways that you can't quite make it. But you're getting closer to this thing that makes even more noise, which is this huge, single, like comically oversized slot machine. And it looks like a bunch of the rats are running towards that. This one that has this huge golden bull on the front of it. And that they're taking things in that direction.
The lair of the rat. Yeah, I'm gonna get my smart rifle out and take point, and I'm gonna observe the patterns of the rats.
Yeah, so you're kind of still just in this maze, and you've just made out that they've run roughly in this direction. The only reason that you can see this thing is it must be 20 feet high, 30 feet high, compared to the machines around you that are.
What's the handle like on that slot machine?
Oh, like comically
Like a ladder.
oversized. Yeah, like it's really, really over the top and massively ornate. But you're like aware something's going on there. That it looks like they've collected stuff and they've gone in that direction. Back over to the three of you stood around the gaming tables. Both Carol and Breville. You've just watched. You've just watched Slag. Like, put the bag over the top of this, like, really big rat. Like, oh my God, it's the biggest rat you've ever seen. And it is, like, chittering and chirping away in this rhythmic fashion. And it did not seem bothered at all. Like, almost like it didn't even notice this bag getting put over it. Wow. And it's chittering and chirping, like it begins to get louder. Like
tie the bag.
Like it's getting louder, and
can I pop a couple of slugs in there to see if it chills it out?
It doesn't seem to notice. But as it's getting louder, it's getting like bassier, and through the darkness, you can hear this like bassy chittering, which is exactly the same as the chittering from the rat that you got in this bag. And there is something large moving towards you. You can't quite make out what it is through this kind of maze of tables, but something enormous is heading in your direction that's making the exact same noise as the rat that you have in your bag.
I think it's attracted to this thing.
Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go!
I'm going to swing the bag around in a circle and then lob it as far as I can away from us.
Yeah. Holy shit, you can 100% throw this thing away.
Yeah.
Where's it coming from? Sorry.
It's coming from the sort of the aft of the ship, from the sort of vaguely the direction of the Imperial Suite.
Okay.
You didn't notice it through the gloom of this place because you can only see so far with this like very hazy red light everywhere, just because there's so like minimal lighting actually in this area. It could have just been in the darkness, but it.
Can Breville see better?
You tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breville can see better.
Breville has, like, she doesn't need the torch in her gift bag.
Okay.
She's got, like, the night vision. She can flick it and it goes all green and it
Nice.
looks like Most Haunted, right?
Oh.
So she can see in the dark if needed, but she does have to flick the switch.
Right. Okay. There's a physical
Big
switch.
switch.
There's a few little filters. She got sepia tone. She's got the what's
Bit
that?
vintage.
The polarizing one. So
Oh,
she goes out fishing. She can
She's
see.
got the one that
Okay.
makes you look like you're a dog.
Yeah.
Snapchat filters. Okay.
Carol's always got one on. Like,
Yeah. You flick. You were like, why didn't you do this earlier? Because it's so dark around here. You do that, and in a way that you get with kind of like night vision cameras, you like a photograph of a pet. Like when they get those horrible, glowy, unsettling demon eyes, you suddenly make eye contact with these dozens of eyeballs that are all attached to this huge head of... Describing it as a gigantic rat maybe is generous. It's huge, lolling, kind of almost broken-looking jaw that just is drooling with just gore and viscera. You can't quite make out its color, but
there's a lot of eyes there.
there's a huge amount of eyes and there's too many ears, and its teeth are coming out of all the wrong places, and it makes eye contact with you as you stare at it, and you can see it like mouthing and chittering a bit like that rat. And it breaks into a run and begins charging directly at you guys, smashing
God.
tables out of the way. We're going to be jumping into combat.
Oh my god.
Fabulous.
None of us have any weapons.
And that concludes our first episode of Mothership and the scenario Year of the Rat. I'm sure everything is going completely fine, and everyone is going to survive. Will they complete their mission? Who knows? Until next time, everybody. Goodbye.